Look, the fundamental disagreement I have with my colleagues up here is that they seem to cling to the fundamental strategic mistake that everyone on both sides clings to, and that is that there's any possibility in the lifetime of anyone here of having the Iraqis get together, have a unity government in Baghdad that pulls the country together. That will not happen, George. It will not happen in the lifetime of anyone here. Secondly, the point is that you have to separate the parties to give them breathing room. You have to get them out of each other's face, just like we did in the Balkans, the same exact thing. Third piece I'd make to you is that there's much more at stake here. This war must end, but there's much more at stake as to how it ends. If it ends with this country splintering, we will have for a generation our grandchildren engaged in a regional war that will be consequential far beyond Iraq. America's security interests are at stake. You will see Turkey move in and take on the Kurds. You will see the Iranians move in and pick sides among the Shias. You will see Saudi Arabia and Syria continue to fund the most radical extreme elements of the jihadis.
Senator Biden, I think everyone agrees, everyone is afraid of the things you just outlined right there, but this is a fundamental difference with respect, Senator Edwards. Governor Richardson says that every troop except for protection of the embassy can be out by December, and if they're not, then the conflict is going to continue.
They cannot be out by December,
right,
number one. And number two, look, we've had 20,000 Western troops in a place where there's more sectarian violence from Vlad the Impaler to Milosevic than in 5,000 years of history in Iraq. And what did we do? We separated the parties. There's not one single troop has been killed. Not one in the last 10 years. There is peace. There is a circumstance where the genocide is ended. They're becoming part of Europe. Every troop must be out over time if there is not a political agreement.
Joe,
but if there is a political, yes.
Why do you leave residual troops behind? Maybe if it's
I leave residual troops behind because you're going to have a minimum of 4,000 civilians there. The military will tell my friend here it takes. No, I'm not saying that.
Joe, remember
I'm not saying that. You need combat troops, and you'll need them to protect the 5,000 troops that are there.
Senator Obama, where do you come down on this question? How many troops are going to have to stay for how long?
I think Joe is right on the issue of how long this is going to take. This is not going to be a simple operation. I think Senator Clinton laid out some of the challenges that were out there. I agree with John Edwards that all of us on this stage, I think, would begin to bring this war to an end. I think we also can all agree that it's going to be messy, that there are no good options. There are only bad options and worse options. And we're going to have to exercise judgment in terms of how we execute this. But the thing I wish had happened was that all the people on this stage had asked these questions before they authorized us getting in. And I make that point.